Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. It is our second meeting in pronunciation class, whereas today in our first meeting we have discussed about how to have a good pronunciation in English. But in this chance, we would like to learn how to pronounce American T correctly. So we will have a discussion during the class for today about American tea. But before we start our agenda for discussing American tea, I would like to tell you about our discussion for today. The first one, we will have a warm-up activity, and the next one, we will discuss about the fundamental concept of American tea. And for the third, we would like to have a further discussion for a further understanding of you about American tea and also its types. And for the fourth, we will have American tea practices. And for the last, we have a review about our discussion for today's class. Okay, students, let me start from the first agenda. It will be warm-up activity. In warm-up activity, what you have to do is repeat after me. So I have 4 different words here that I will pronounce them in different way. Then you have to repeat after me. Okay? Do you understand? Good. The first word will be take. Take. Okay, very good. And the next word will be water. Water. Once more. Water. And for the third word, we will have about. About. And for the last word, we will have internet. Internet. Okay, very good. You have a good pronunciation. But my questions to you, do you understand why did I pronounce them in different way? Oh, you don't understand. Of course, you don't understand it yet. Why? Because I still didn't tell you why did I pronounce them in different way in terms of a t sound. So, we would like to have a further discussion about the t. Why did I pronounce them in different way? Exactly, the t is the most common consonant in English language, but it has a very distinct sound according to America based on the varieties in the word or what the sounds comes around them. So we will have a further discussion about American tea. Exactly, there are 4 different types of American tea. The first one is the true tea, and for the next one we will have a flap tea. And for the third, we will have a hot tea. And for the fourth types of American tea, we will have a vanishing tea. And next, we will like to discuss to you one by one about the American tea types. For the first type of American tea, it is the true tea. The true tea means we pronounce the t in a common accent such as other accent, or we pronounce it clear or in a precise. For example, t, t. Where should we pronounce the true T? If a T is happen in the beginning of word, for example, tool, tool. In other example, we have tie, tie. And for the next, we should pronounce the true T if a T is occur in the first syllable or in the first stress of the word. For example, return, return. Other example will be until, until. And other example also we have a hotel, hotel. So tell in hotel is the first stress of the word, and until, till is the first stress or emphasized syllable in the word, and for the return is the first stress in the word. And the last types, where should we pronounce the true T if the T is happen in consonant clusters? What is cluster exactly? The cluster is the 2 consonants that occur next to each other. For example, T and R. T and R happens in the word. For example, tree, tree. And for the other example, we have also ST. For example, stop, stop. You hear it, the true T, right? The second type of American T is flap T or soft T. How to pronounce the flap or soft T? Exactly, it has a close sound such as the sound, but it's not exactly the sound. Uh, so how to pronounce it? The pronunciation of a flap or soft T is such as the, the. And when should we pronounce the flap or soft T? It if the t is occur in the middle of word in between two vowels. For example, batter. So in America, we will have a pronunciation of a batter will be batter. Batter. Other example can be also city. City. And the next example, we will have what is, what and is. Even it has in two different words, but exactly we can pronounce a flap T in it because in between what before a T sound and after a T sound is vowel. The third type of American T is healthy. What is healthy? We didn't really pronounce healthy such as clear or in a precise no. We pronounce it in a three types of healthy. The first, if the t is occur in the end of word, for example, about or it. About, we didn't pronounce it about or it, but we pronounce them about and it. And the next type of healthy, we'll pronounce them if the t happen in the end of a syllable and after the syllable comes the consonant. For example, apartment or outside. Apartment or outside. The next place, we should also pronounce the T is held if the T in the consonant cluster of anti and it occur in the end of syllable. For example, student or apartment. Student or apartment. And we come to the last type of American T. It is vanishing T. What is vanishing T? Vanishing T is occur or happen after E and sound. For example, internet. But in America, we will pronounce internet by internet. Internet. Other example can be also printer will be printer. Printer. So the test sound is okay, students, after you have a long discussion about the American T, about its fundamental concept and also its types, we will have an exercise time. An exercise time of American T will be please identify the T in this text. Okay? Very good, students. We have a very good understanding about what we have learned today. So, don't forget to submit your work through the Google Classroom. Just one student sent me through the Google Classroom, but don't forget to mention your friend's name. But before we close our class today, I do apologize to you if you have some mistakes. I have some mistake in my explanation. And then let's close our class today by reciting Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Thank you very much for your nice attention, students. And the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you, students.